Jay, well done for tonight, mate.
Thank you very much.
Hope you enjoyed yourself.
Had a lovely time, man. It's always fun performing at a Funny Business Comedy Club.
I know.
Does he come here?
Well, I'm glad you say that. So, you're obviously a comedian. What made you want to become a comedian? What inspired
Man, I
you?
always loved being funny, man. That was the main thing. And being a comedian, you get to be funny loads. Like, whereas in the pub, whatever, with your mates, if you're funny too much, you become a bore. Whereas a comedian, it's your job. And you can have the stage for 20 minutes, an hour, whatever. It's great.
What makes you, I think I know the answer to this, unique from every other comedian?
I mean, I'd say my quality angles and takes on modern affairs, but everyone else would say that I look like Jesus, and that makes me. Yeah, there we go. That makes me stands out. You know. But there's other comedians who look like Jesus. I'm not the only one. There's John Fothergill, there's Russell Brand. There's who else?
There's Russell Brand. He does look like Jesus.
Exactly, Russell Brand is a big Jesus guy. Jason John Whitehead, he had a little go at looking like Jesus as well.
He really did.
You know,
really
so
did. No,
I'm not the only one. I'm the main one now.
Oh, 100%.
I'm the current.
You are the main
current
one.
Jesus comedian.
How did you break into the comedy industry?
Oh man, just doing lots of open mics and stuff, and that got me proficient in doing like a 10-minute set. And then I think it's when I started doing gigs at like bigger clubs like Junglers and the Glee Club and places like that. Got videos, and that gives you. It's like having a little bit of, like what's the word? Authenticity or. You know what I mean? Credentials, that's it. It gives you comedy credentials if you play some of those clubs, and then other people will book you, and it all goes from there, man. But it's always just about being funny.
Nice. I like
doing a job.
Great answer. Great answer.
Exactly. Thank you. I always try to make all my answers great.
Nice. How did you find out about Funny Business?
How did you book me busy? Did you just? Oh no, it's I covered for Darren, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Darren Harriott, wonderful comedian. Big up Darren Harriott. He's a very fine comedian. Currently on tour. Currently on tour, doing the Visceral Comedy Tour. Plugging Darren. Not even me. I'm not even plugging my own fucking shit. 12th of March, Backyard Comedy Club. Jay Handley presents White Jesus. That's another plug. Darren Harriott was booked for Funny Business, and then he couldn't make it, and he set me up with Busy, and Busy booked me, and then I did a good job, and then he's booked me again since. So that's how it typically works. You know, if you do a good job, you get booked again.
Of course, you must be doing all right.
That's it, exactly. Yeah.
How do you feel the show went?
I thought it was one of the interesting show. I thought it went really, really well, but it had a lot of there was a lot of challenges. You know, we had to face a lot of challenges. You know, it started late because two of the comedians couldn't make it because of the snow. They got stuck on a train. I luckily got the last train possible before to get me there on time, and even I was like 20 minutes late. And then, so that was it. Was already set up against us. It was already hard. One was like two comedians doing a job with four comedians, but luckily.
Turned it around.
We had Vicky stepped in to do 5 minutes, and then Judy smashed it out of the park, did twice the amount of time she was supposed to do. I did twice the amount of time I was supposed to do, and it was just all worked out in the end.
Nice, it did.
Everyone had a good time, I think.
What's your favourite gig been up to date at a comedy
This
club?
one, Funny Business Comedy Club, my favourite gig every time.
You hear
every
that?
time.
Gee, we didn't even tell him to say that. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
I only really enjoy performing in Bournemouth as well.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere else pales in comparison to how glorious it is to perform in sunny Bournemouth.
Yeah.
The retirement village of the UK.
It really is. So, have you had any low points or difficult situations whilst performing?
So many. Not including tonight. There were loads of times, man. You're like, it doesn't always go well. It can be really hard. It can be really difficult. There's Judy Love, everyone. Judy Love, ladies and gentlemen.
Big up, big up.
Yeah. Sometimes you get no laughs, and that feels terrible.
Could
You know,
imagine.
and then you just pick yourself up and get back on stage, get some more laughs, and then you forget about the. It's like trying to meet like a girlfriend or whatever, you'll get turned down by a few ladies, and then one of them will fucking, for some reason, will accept you as a human being, and then and then you forget about all those like Sarah, Jessica, fucking all those. You forget about them in no time. Fucking Holly, fucking like you forget they just don't factor in your life anymore. It's fucking.
Fair. I'll tell you what an answer that is. Right, this is the one that we're quite intrigued
Is this the main one?
This is it.
Why,
why do you brand yourself as Jesus?
I don't brand myself as Jesus. That's other people do that.
I mean, did you choose Jesus or did Jesus choose you?
I would say Jesus chose me because I look like this anyway. I had long hair and a beard. A lot of people have long hair and a beard, but only I have Jesus' face as well, and I think that's what set me apart from everyone else. I've got the full look.
You really do.
And like, so the people with long hairs and beards, they try and look like Jesus, but they don't quite pull it off. But I tend to. And it's not even me that's branded myself. Like everyone else calls me Jesus. I have a name. It's Jay Handley. In case you fucking
forgot about that.
Like it's Jay Handley.
Jay.
But everyone likes to call me Jesus. Being branded White Jesus. I do a show called White Jesus. That's on the 12th of March, in case I didn't mention that earlier. Yeah, Backyard Comedy Club, Bethnal Green.
Yeah, Bethnal Green, London.
Yeah, it is in London.
It is. All right, so well, we're from London. So, so what led you? It's an interesting one. To sack off making beautifully sculpted furniture to become a comedian.
Market forces, that's what it was. Because I used to make furniture and stuff, and that was great. But then the credit crunch happened. You remember that from when you were 5?
Hard days.
The whole credit
hard
crunch,
days.
2008, and that so it took the bottom out of my market, which I existed in. No one was buying tables or furniture, so then I thought, fuck it, I'll do something. I'll do like a course or whatever down the local arts centre. And there was a stand-up comedy course, and I was like, ooh, I was going to do sculpture or something, but this is my secret dream, so I'm going to do stand-up comedy course. And then I learned, it's easy to get into comedy, it just needs 5 minutes material, do some open mics, blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll be a comedian. Never made another piece of furniture. Well, I did. I carried on making furniture for another like 3 years, and then I went full-time as a
full-time comedian. A lot of travelling. And
so that's all it is. I thought it was all like spotlights and stages, but it's commuting, trains and coaches, and car shares. Yeah.
A to B, B to A, all over.
All right. Both of those. So you got to go. If you go A to B, it's important to go B to A afterwards. Otherwise, you just end
not
up
down to C.
Unless you don't have a home, in which case, you go A to B, B to C.
Yeah, of course.
C to D.
Final question for the viewers.
Final question.
What advice would you give to up and coming comedians?
Oh wow. Well, like just do it, man. Like I think if I had to tell myself something, I would say start sooner. I didn't start till I was 26 because I thought that I couldn't do it. I taught myself out of it. But any fucker, well, not any fucker, but like if you're pretty funny, you could probably do stand up if you apply yourself and do it. So just start, man. If you're 18, you're at uni, you've probably got a comedy society. Join that, do a student gig, go and do some open mics, get a taste for it, and once you've got a taste for it, the rest will take care of itself, to be honest.
Cool. Yeah. Joe, it's been a pleasure, my boy.
Absolutely.
Do that. Jesus, we finally met him.
That's it.
We got him.
See you all in 3 days.
See you all. Probably be a week.